Diagnostic Test Topic 1, page 2. Let's get started with question 7. So, in this diagram of a single-celled organism, the arrows indicate various activities taking place. Which systems perform these same activities in humans? So, let's take a look at each one and try to relate it to a human system. Here we've got a lysosome. It's digesting food. In our bodies, the digestive system does that job. In this arrow right here, we're showing nitrogenous wastes leaving through the cell membrane, and that is done in our bodies by the excretory system. Then we've got oxygen coming in, carbon dioxide coming out. Gas exchange in the human body is done by the respiratory system. So now we just have to match with the choice that has all three of those things: respiratory, excretory, digestive. So our answer is choice 3. Next question: communication between cells is affected if there's a decreased ability to produce. So we want to look for things that are able to help our body communicate within itself. That would be hormones and nerve impulses. So that's the endocrine system and the nervous system. For number 9, if a human system fails to function properly, what is the most likely result? Well, when the human body is functioning properly, we say that we're maintaining homeostasis. So if it's not functioning properly, then we have a disturbance of homeostasis. Question 10 is a multi-part constructed response question. So I did it on a separate sheet of paper, but we wanted to identify a place where diffusion takes place, a substance that diffuses there, and then where it diffuses to and where it diffuses from. So it's a pretty complicated question, but it has many different possible answers that we could choose from. The first one I decided to use was based on the first question that we answered, the digestive system. So in the digestive system, it's the small intestines where the diffusion is taking place. And what is diffusing is the nutrients or food molecules. And what's going on is they're going from the small intestine, which is the villi, and they're going to the blood through the capillaries. So they're going from the small intestine into the capillaries. Next, I decided to relate to the excretory system, and that would be the kidneys. So in the kidneys, nitrogenous wastes are diffusing. They're going from the blood, the capillaries, into the kidneys, or the nephrons, or the little parts of the kidneys that absorb the wastes. Last but not least, I related it to the respiratory system, and the respiratory system happens in the lungs. In the lungs, there's two things that could be happening. So we could either be talking about oxygen diffusing from the alveoli into the blood or the capillaries, or we could talk about how in the lungs carbon dioxide diffuses and it goes from the blood or the capillaries and then it goes into the alveoli. So we're either going to be taking oxygen from the air that we're breathing in, or we're going to be putting carbon dioxide into the air that we're breathing out. And I'm actually going to stop the video there and start the new one on the second side of the page.